So welcome everyone to the continuation of fixing everything here for our T2 Linux release supporting all architectures. As per the previous live streams, also Mesa broke for ARM. We checked this yesterday, or no, not yesterday, some days like Friday or so. And so we could go in here and, so did I build everything else? I like that is still building. And we could go in there and take a look. I did this already some days ago and was still not sure why that breaks with Neon. Because it looks like that. Also, is that... Okay, let's take a quick peek in here. So it is... Alright, it does not support that. Actually, was that we need to check... maybe that is Neon 2, I thought the other day, but... Can only divert align all locations. Vector floating point, load and store. Actually, so is it? Ah, wait a second. So is that in? Does not support selected process. Does not support. Yeah. Here is actually VLD18 single element in one line, or one single way many our instructions take flexible of one single lane VLD8 it looks like that probably should be Neon, no? VLD1. Does search not work? Hello search. VLD1. That stuff too, VLD132, vector load. Does not support in ARM mode. I have the impression, I mean, so yeah, just like the other time, I have the impression like Neon does somehow not enable. Is it the compiler or the linker that complains? Was it the configure test? No, it wasn't. So, what is with the Neon? Does it not have a Neon check, or is it just probably hard-coded using that? Maybe. So yeah, I think I debugged it the last time, and we passed it through. We're not removing that. Although maybe other target, maybe some other stuff. I mean, it's not impossible that, but I guess, I mean, we could, what do we add? No, we only add Cortex A8 and we insert that, so that goes first. Yeah, that is really somewhat bizarre stuff. Also, all the other stuff built here, so that is ARM64. So I guess we can commit already all the other, like what else do we have here? Here is some we built Silicon. Why did I remove that though? Silicon Motion? Ah, right, I removed it from the allow list. Oops, was it? Oh no, this if command was already, but I think that was probably necessary. So yeah, maybe we quickly check if we, I mean, I need to probably guru meditating. That probably takes lots of time too. I mean, probably best would be to read the GCC sources. Welcome back, everyone. So best probably would be to read the GCC sources, which maybe we could do. Maybe we should do. But maybe, I mean, we could actually, wait a second. So this build for RM64 probably, or at least maybe, we could also not build those two, or what it was, drivers for ARM. So we could, like, if we actually have you already, did we not? Interesting, which other was that? So we have you already, did we commit this? We have already removal of some drivers for ARM, maybe for such a reason. Did we commit this already? Apparently. Maybe that doesn't fully work anymore. Or that actually was quite a while ago. Disable some Mesa drivers for x86 and ARM. Would have been good if I commented more precisely why. So yeah, ARM actually is removal there. Okay, which freaking driver was it? So that is Broadcom, I guess. So that is Vulkan Broadcom, probably. I mean, we could conditionally add that. Would that make more sense? Maybe that would be a little bit cleaner. Does that make more sense? Probably would make more sense instead of hard coding that. I think it's a little bit cleaner. So that's the default list for both of them, and then ARM64. I guess we don't need imagination experimental for ARM either, but that's what it is now. So Vulkan driver. Let's see if that builds more and better and stuff. Is there any hardware you need or would like to have? Well, need, not really, right? I obviously have enough, and maybe I should go more minimal and just like use one or two. But what I said it before, what I would like to have, theoretically I have a wish list here somewhere. Maybe even on my old blog, which I urgently need to modernize. So that is still basically true. Would like to have DEC Alpha and Titanium. It works in T2 thanks to community testers who told me that works. But well, with star, right, asterisk, it's like, yeah, some implementation marginalities and stuff. Otherwise, did I write here a X? Maybe that's not even recent sharp. Actually, I need to update that. because the third kind of thing would be a Sharp X68030. RISC-V boards I could probably somewhat scratch, except it's always, I only have one and FPGA implementations. So, I mean, yeah, probably the more RISC boards. Theoretically, SJ Octane vPro, because I don't have that either. And theoretically this B-box, but that's like totally not necessary. I also looking for some code drops if someone worked. Actually, I need to even update that. So if someone worked at Transmeter and has a Transmeter code morphing software, it would be amazing if they leak a copy. It's probably soon 20 years after their buyout. And it would be really amazing. I have 2 Transmeter, I think 2, right? I have 2. 1 cruise or 1 efficient. Would be cool to mess around with this, just for fun, obviously. And theoretically, now that I have a VIA CHA Encore AI accelerator, previous video, it would be similar cool if someone from VIA could drop. Even I don't really even need source code there. So if some ex-Centaur VIA employee there has any documentation, I mean, source would be nice, but totally don't need that. Documentation would be amazing enough, like register level, like PCI, Encore, accelerator registers and stuff. That would be also amazing. So I obviously need to update that list. Makes no sense to have an outdated list there. But yeah. So I guess we are pretty far with release stuff. Just keeping all the other stuff to build. Something of that sort, I guess. And what else do we have here? I think I tested this dbus glib already. That was no parallel. Currently built. Appears to build for me right now. Tools or utils? Procs. Integrated ISIS. You know what? Maybe. You know what? Got sick int. Wait, this was not Control C, was it? Or was it? Maybe it was. Libusu and XFS procs or so I currently don't build. That goes there. Actually, you know what? Let's. Or did I? Actually, this was 32 threads. So Control C that for nothing. Should read more often what I Control C. So yeah, finally we're getting there. I mean, I wanted to have that like released last week, but as you see, even if you work on this 9 to 5 or 24/7, 365 days a year, There's always something, you can't even freaking fix it as fast as stuff breaks. I guess that was, did we test it? Probably we tested it, didn't we? So yeah, although we probably, yeah, I mean, Cairo should not randomly error out with pthread stuff, just for the warning. Theoretically, I guess we can add segments or whatever. Okay, that build. So yeah, stuff is actually otherwise building relatively nicely. OBS Studio is not tested. That other thing is also not really tested. I think DHCP, did we test it? Probably better double check. Theoretically, I had some other fixes, or okay, let's do them here in a second. Because Claire's old website went to some casino advertising stuff. I wanted to SED that stuff away. Yes, you can replace depends on with select. That is amazing. Happy to hear that. Hope you find improvements for your Intel graphic stuff. Maybe I should ask them if they wanna. I need better big media connection and do more mainstream stuff. So that's building. Okay, DHCP also. And it compiles, amazing. So what was that is a new thing. I will probably SED then, did I not commit this? Remove DHCP, because I don't want my website pointing to casino stuff. I need to be careful not to commit to some other, what was when? Did I just disable some stuff for now? Yeah. Happy reboot, wish you luck. And so grab Clifford at 80, I think it was. And so yeah, substitutes. The problem is I still have here too many. It's a little bit annoying to commit then. Actually, there's not that much. So bin utils. And what was the other? So I guess we have then no desk changes. Oh no, we have still, what was it? Oh, OBS Studio, shit. We should kinda not really need that anyway. You know what I... Okay, let's... Is it MVec? MVec. So, but now we don't have any changes. So then we can SED that to... does it work without WW? No? Oh, thank you very much. Clear, should you not know how to do that? Although maybe we should... Did they previously had... Okay, they previously had WW. Then let's... SED just that to that, and what else do we have there? Substitute the whole thing. From that name to... Actually, is there a mailing address somewhere? To there, so that would be that. And there for sure some more references are just somewhere, but I mostly don't want to have that listed in our web rendering of packages. Probably should have been over, shouldn't it? I mean, there might be like patch somewhere, it for sure is somewhere, but okay, fine, let's SED the 2. And then and this and that. There might still be more MISC tools and stuff, but patch is welcome. Any typos, any... I mean, I don't know if the stuff downloads, but from the new Casino site it obviously does not download. I could also actually... Okay, let's do that in a second thing, so... Ah, shit. Yeah, thank you very much. Oops, I think there was ED missing or whatever. How much time do you devote to coding per day? Well, as I need to keep people's shit code here, compiling and fixing and quirking, and this toolchain of why this GCC, GNU GCC stuff does not like more reliably LTO and all architectures. It's also beyond me and needs so much quirks and features, but it's like, yeah, not as much as I would like. What is argument list too long? What is going on there? Hello? Did we mess something up? What was that? Argument list bin head. What did we break now? Shit. I have the feeling we messed something up. What did we break? What did we freaking destroy? What did we build even? ARM? Apparently we messed something up somehow. I'm not really sure how that happens now. Never seen that. It looks not healthy, to be honest. So what else did we want to do except whatever is broken there? So wait a second, does ARM not, do we not build Firefox for? Did we, okay, maybe, oh no, wait, oh yeah, there is basic desktop. A little bit suspicious with this ARM stuff. So ARM Rust C crashed. Okay, let's see if that still happens. Or if we can re-enable that. A little bit. This somehow does not look good. Not really feeling like debugging that now. So we do we have any other changes, stuff, and so this was just Aider, so that also, I guess, nearly everything else, hopefully, maybe builds. That didn't build, no point me trying to fix that. Okay, we're nearly through. What else did I wanted to do? So there is still a secure shell in this bash config. That's lightweight stuff I can do tonight. Whatever's going on there. Okay, so theoretically we have some more things, of course, because there's always something more to fix. Mips, whatever went on with Mips. Atom sensors, did we, oh shit, did we still break that? Oh shit. Was it Mips cell or? Don't tell me I committed that was a broken LT overground. The only other major thing Apparently I committed that with a broken workaround here of that. Which other had that? LCMS maybe? Alright, I wanted to... One other small... Did I even... open that twice? Of course I did. Theoretically I wanted to... SED, should I really do that now? There was, which one was it, like... Okay, it's unimportant and just some spacing with the download desk. Okay, let's not waste our time. Syntactic sugar. Let's better, so... I remember the Sparc thing, and... Was Sparc version 8 stuff not valid once upon a time? So that fails early with Sparc version, Sparc Stark target stuff. Also, by the way, we want to further parallel build that for testing. Was Sparc version 8 not a generic thing? Okay, let's maybe... How old is that code there? Is it a new regression of new bin utils? Because I don't remember having... Yeah, so revision 12,000, that is probably a decade ago. Okay, let's test build it quickly. Yeah, we're building a bit. And that failed as expected. And then, so let's debug that. I think I patched that just in there because I thought it generally should work. Maybe I even patched that in the past and that got somehow lost. In which even is that, I guess we grab for that in here. This is we enable this newly. Okay, so that is a gold enablement regression. You see, we find everything here. Also, everything has a reason. It's usually 90% of the time upstream just broke stuff, but in this case it's actually we enabled gold. So previously that's actually an improvement to enable gold. I mean, maybe it's not even a thing anymore. The new linkers that nobody really adopted, that once praised for performance and more simplicity and stuff. But, let's see if what they have here in Sparc. So they have Sparc star here. So I guess we fix file Sparc star here. That probably, is that Linux? Or this is just Sparc without any Linux and stuff. And hotfix gold Sparc v8 or Sparc v. I mean, it's also 7 and 8 and 9 and stuff, so like that, and see how that goes. It's of course funny that now we enable gold when maybe it's obsolete bare. No. What happened with Sparc 64? What's going on here? What did this fully build? Really? Maybe. Okay, long arch alpha. Okay, this alpha thing is silly. We could continue test building that. Although I think it mostly built. I had this already built the other day. So do all those builds error also strangely? No, that's somehow ARM builds thing. No. And so Mipsel and stuff. Did we not just fix this Mipsel thing? With LM sensors, that is. Oh, cool also. Best was typo. Okay, so we built ROS there. Okay, relocation, thank you very much. Mips, okay, this is why is this so wrong? Also, this is a typo. Probably wind there for some typo. That one. Nothing like missing that. But yeah, that is the recurring upstream. Yeah, so that worked there. So Mipsel we will see for Firefox. Where are my errors? So we're getting there. Whatever is going on with Microblaze, that was strange. So that is Sanitizer. Okay, this is, we don't care the most though. Probably test build that. So yeah, that here is super freaking annoying. Unless we can test build, that will probably mostly build. So that is also a genuine GCC or binutils optimizer or binutils bug or GCC optimizer bug. And I think I will simply quirk that to override the base optimization. Because I'm not like share, like, subscribe, Patreon, all the good stuff. I cannot also always, like, the more you Patreon and GitHub sponsor and YouTube super chat and things and stuff, the more I can fix, because there is a limit of where is it hot? Was there is even freaking Vice here? No. Alright, maybe it is in CC. There, it's in CC. It is a little bit tricky because usually we don't have that in CC, I think. Or do we? No, I think we usually don't. The question is actually, we can probably check that. With that set to O2 or even OS. Okay, that also segmentation fault. It probably should be OS. I think O2 worked, unless it's caused by OFast. I think it built already, didn't it? So yeah, this is somehow too little optimization creates some unexpected or like misoptimized. It's, yeah, 20 years of my life, stuff fails randomly. I mean, I could... The problem is that the CC thing is quite an extra. I think usually we add this to... Do we not usually add this to the GCC wrapper? Yeah, not sure why. Somehow it had to do... Alright, I think it was using the same base optimization. I mean, it's a bit tricky. Okay, given that it only happens for my builds, like if... Because theoretically we would need to substitute both variables here. Should we really do that? So that would be -1 to O2 and... I think I leave it at that. It's not perfect. But who is perfect, right? It's also crazy that something like relatively simple and innocent as LVM2 triggers a major miscompilation or misassembler. I think it was LD crashing, right? Maybe we still have that in... Oh, I fat fingered it again, I think. Firefox failed already? Or maybe that is old. Was it? Ah, yeah, that is old. So yeah, that fixes it. I mean, it doesn't even fix all. Theoretically, we would need to have substitute S. I mean, can we do that in one relax? Does that support? Yeah. Anyway, I think I leave it at that. And if other people's build, I mean, who built it anyway, right? And for my release build, it covered that case. Very theoretically, I would actually want to create some generic like quirk thing, like some extra keyword of quirk whatever something that just evaluates the code, but this quirk prints a warning here, like in red, so that people are like, if stuff is built with major hacks or quirks, to have a red message there of, hey, hello, reminder, you might eventually want to double check if that grave hack or quirk is still needed, because otherwise the stuff bit rots and yeah. But anyway, where's our Spark build? Did Spark build? Is that our Spark build? No, that is Alpha. Alpha. Oh, there's Spark. Oh, the Spark build. So we can commit that quirks. So that would be. It's like, yeah, totally many people use gold on Spark. Ever not. And did this Alarm Sensors fix MIPS? Yeah, that fixed that. So yeah, even we cause regressions. So but we're getting there. But it is, I mean, in a way it is also sort of shocking for me how much polishing and last minute or final ISO build fixes are needed, when just 3 months ago we had like everything building, but just more optimization, more LTO, building enabling gold, so many Rust improvements for like really more proper and fully bootstrapping that. It's like, yeah, everything is adding up, right? Or yeah, probably even new Mesa target. Maybe I probably added this new Vulkan Broadcom. Yeah, probably I added that newly. It's like, yeah, and then even then unexpectedly even more combinations break, and obviously recurring GCC marginalities and regressions. Not even to speak about whether the Firefox, I mean, usually everything, or most things usually run, except the Hewlett-Packard HPP ARIS segmentation fault thing there. But the biggest question is, of course, does Firefox even freaking work? I think it was LD. LD, yeah, it's probably that one there. So yeah, that's also a typo. Shit, so much to not find. Yeah. Anyway, the bigger question is Rust. Does that fix that regression? Yeah, we are getting there. Var ADM looks. It's also time to go. Oh, right, x86 also broke because, of course, it does. Okay, this was Sanitizer. That was craziness. This was also craziness. So yeah, you support Chinese crazy CPU architectures, and they also the crazy thing is I built that, so I'm not entirely sure why that failed. Also, this was AVX2. Yeah, darn it. But yeah, even that, you see, one day after day, I fix this stuff, and then we still have at least a handful of major. I mean, at least x86 theoretically, but I slightly wonder about this risk thing. I also thought that maybe we should test. Did I update RISC-V also? Did I update this Linux headers for something maybe? Or did I last time also step over MPUtils and not release it with MPUtils? I mean, it should be trivially fixable. I mean, famous last word, should be. So yeah, I guess we call it a day. We wrap it up. I need to go home. You saw another day of me fixing stuff. I hope you learned something. In the future, I plan to do that less, but leave in the comments below. Obviously, see which videos are more viewed and which less. It might have been, I mean, for some people it's entertainment, for some people it's having some relaxing voice for co-working. I read from comments below. Some people, of course, learn a lot of Unix, Linux command line usage and surrounding code. But for me, it's of course repetitive, redundant, and after 25 years getting on my nerves, if not, what is even the point of me keeping all this stuff working? which is, yeah, I hope to move on, as you see. I hoped with all, like, throwing all this epic thread ripping resources on this, we would have less work. But yeah, probably I have, even with our small team and sources, so many changes, even at just improving stuff here and there, that is the fallout of stuff not building, of configuration and architecture marginalities and deficiencies. But yeah, we will move on. We will do more interesting code and other more mainstream topics there on our more main channel. I hope you enjoyed this anyway. Leave in the comments below what you want to see, what you enjoyed. Otherwise, yeah, we still have some builds running. Should I still fix some? There's always one more thing, right? I want to go home and then... people comment, keep it up, good work. So that would be AVX. So yeah, this... Okay, all of them are actually, yeah. Whatever is going on there. I mean, Long Arch would be new architecture. Yeah, I need to trace that. It's probably just differently named directory or stuff like that. Maybe we take one last quick look at fixing the sanitizers. I think this MIP 64 were sanitizers as far as I remember. Just some, just some. I would need to check how they define that. That's apparently not a thing on MIPS. Did we have that with? Probably not. Probably, also we probably have an epic thread ripping load, of course. So getting there will take a while, probably. I mean, I could suspend those other builds for a second. Just to hit that faster, also maybe this stuff is sometimes really long LTOing. You can also keep running those, usually not the most. Ironically, not constantly the most. Embarrassingly, parallel linking there of 3 to 3 minutes final LTO times. I mean, we could already so I backgrounded that, right? Already background. What was the name? Was it Sanitizers or Lib Sanitizer? What would be the name? What was it? What was it? It was it FStat 64 or was it Linux calls? It was some, was it this here? Sanitizer? Something like style, we will see in a second, just to read to. Do they have here any architecture? I don't see here any architecture defined on the... I hear something. P-trace, longer price. I mean, we see in a second what apparently it's still running. If you wonder why I have such fast computers, that is why. And theoretically, we could also already... Where is it? There. Could already long arch. Do we have... Keep on arrow, yes. Or long. I mean, it's not really long, right? Long. Stupid naming. So the other will fail quickly, so apparently we probably debug that sooner than later. Yeah, even that is the thing that it's, as you see, not even at times fully loaded. What I always mean with this embarrassingly not parallel configure runs. I backgrounded that, didn't I? Nah, still running. No, it just failed. So Sanitizer, so fstat, just as I thought. So maybe that is included then, or is it in, was not set nr Sanitizer Linux here? Maybe here we can conditionalize that. Which line was it? Fstat 64. Oh, here's MIP 64 for 5. MIP 64 else. MIP 64 fstat Cisco fills buffer in the format of kernels. So which line precisely was it? The question is, what do we build precisely there? I mean, we would also need to check with Linux kernel why that's not there anymore. So 397. Three 97. So if freebies the are sanitized leader 64, it's just called. The question is for which variant is that? Because we might build multi-lib. Oh, there's more lstat. Stat, lstat, all the stats of. So that is 353. Okay, that is there. Wait, why is it underscore MIP 64? So they have. Oh, there's also MIP 64. For MIP 64 fills the buffer. Wait, that is just at the top of the file. Cool. Amazing. Yeah, that is really also, this always annoyed me since 20 years already, that Linux had such a per architecture system call nonsense of inherited from other architectures. So what do we have here instead? So if that or that, so I guess that should be defined, but isn't. If or, okay, here is 32 or 64 with Linux kernel system calls. Maybe nobody ever tested that for multi-lib access. So yeah, we have N32. N32, so maybe N32 doesn't have that. There is or defined. Let's mips that GCC. I mean, I would need to do even more research, but this kind of stuff, it's already progress if it's somewhat built and builds and if they're not a nicer N32 thing. I mean, we have MIP 64 though. What did we build? We probably built N32, 32, right? So that is old-fashioned, I guess. Okay, fine. MIPS 64, because they have that here. So they, because the word size is 32, I guess that doesn't define there. So scroll, where did we have that? So I guess we want here, or do I fix file that already? Apparently. Hopefully it would build like that. Let's keep our fingers crossed that that fixes that, but maybe not. Sanitizer common, we're freaking as an error. It still didn't change much, I guess. 279. Wait, did it not? So this still didn't define if we don't have. Or did it change to one and I scrolled further? That is 397. But this is still not in the user 64-bit syscalls. Also, it's 29. What is it? 297? No. Ah. Maybe it would be best. Which do we see here? Which multi-lib variant that is? Nah, maybe I need to build this with. Actually, I wanted to go, didn't I? But I want to better see which even variant that is. Oh, this is Go stuff, thank you very much. I mean, the easiest fix would be to disable Sanitizer from Web64. So, which even is, which state did we build? One GCC, so should have that already. Unless it's building more multi-libs variants. So yeah, we have that there. Should that be the right place? Welcome everyone. Sorry to hear you. Intel Hackery doesn't work. Some more people tuning in, which is also always amazing. So yeah, which is that? libgcc maybe? Apparently, maybe. So then let's. So that should be long arch GCC. And relocations. Oh, wait a second. Is that in file in wrong format? Is this what we also got when we? Maybe not. What is the multi-lib? Can we disable multi-lib? Actually, I remember that there was some nonsense. Actually, now that I remember, that said, cannot find CRT. I remember that there was some incompatibility. Oh, that stuff is still building complexes. Okay, this is N32, but N32 should have. Oh wait, there is a typo. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Mips. Define mip 64 defined. Or did I add an extra one defined? There was one okay, I actually really added one. Oops. Oops. Yeah, still didn't fix it. What? Ah, shit, I have... Oh, come on, man. Which freaking file was it even? Oh. That is where the double one came from. Okay, that still doesn't fix all the shit, but most. Redefinition of... So, struct h in... So now this shit is a redefinition, thank you very much. It's probably fair to say that where even was it? Redefinition of struct that in file included from redefinition of in file included from not previous definition of asms.h. What the heck? Can't make this shit up. In Sanitizer 49, 55, 49. I think I don't build this. This is too much nonsense. This is exactly the stuff that I always hated on Linux. I mean, theoretically, we could later switch that here for whatever quirks, but it's like, yeah, patches welcome. There's a limit of what nonsense I fix. And this is how you spend your time, right? It's like, yeah, what were they thinking? Of course, it's 20 years later, it's still crazy stuff broken. If I then build my microcontroller stuff, like, of course, all the stuff would have like the same ABI. I understand it's from like having IRIX compatible or similar or stuff structs, but yeah, 20 years later, it sucked back in the day, it sucks now. That each architecture has their own stuff. So, did I build that? Apparently, the question is, so that is long arch. Why is there another error when we built it this way? Or is it? Is this not slightly different error than? Right now my machine becomes really laggy. Oops. Maybe all the memory is exhausted. Not sure what the load was, but maybe 84. We had this even. Where is now my... Also, yeah, so everything, so this is already PowerPC 64E, so everything else built there too, except the S-trace or what it was. Was it S-trace? Where is my long arch? Here maybe? There. So that is long arch version whatever. What is our... Is that the same architecture? That is 64 LSB long arch version 1. Must be something going on with command line arguments. Do we know? Because that is not the same, right? That is... I somehow remember that I patched something. So maybe we S-trace or log FS 2000. Fix GCC here or something. Not even remember why that was necessary. It's not really what I expected. Let's see where it wants to find that. So we have it in there. Okay, that is clearly not existing. That's the only place it wants to search for it. There's also lib64, so that would actually a path that would work if we would have... So maybe that is some we configure, so if we... Oh wait a second, build... Oh no, that's not the right path. What isn't even freaking doing there? Where the heck is it even freaking looking for that? What? Why is this here? x86. Is this somehow using the wrong linker? Some other strange stuff. So we need Toolchain. The path is very strange. Also in general don't like this. I also never liked that GCC search path stuff. Is like searching all over the place. It's like searching everywhere but the kitchen sink and which linker is that? That is long arch bin ld. Why does it work for all architectures but long arch? I remember there was some strange stuff going on, but was it not in bin utils? Nah, it's also not the most important architecture, right? We should already have an architecture, should we not? Should we? This is... We have a freaking full glibc. But that also indeed cannot find this already. This is why I usually, that's of course a much better test case. Wonder how it built a whole glibc without. It's really strange. Here is Toolchain long arch. So where is it? Lib GCC long arch. Actually, we could also compare this. Also, the good thing with all the architectures. Did we not do I even look for the right file? Why is this not in my history? CTI, actually both of them. Did I not find for that? So where is it for the other architectures? Also there CTI, so actually we could even, does find support that? Actually for arc it is also in libgcc. Why is it for some in a version? Oh wait, why is it Why do we not find the... Wait, it doesn't... Well, the ARM version doesn't have void. What is going on here? Why do we not have an ARM CATI in Toolchain? Or are they different named? Okay, some more mystery to debug. At home, the usual fun stuff. You always think you can quickly fix something and then hours later. Oops. As usual, wasted another 30 minutes for nothing, except for getting some more overview. Yeah, whatever. That's it for this video then. Hope you learned something. See you next time.